Hey folks, Dry Socket here, and today we're going to take a look at the Stoeger 12 gauge coach gun. This side-by-side is probably the most common gun to start cowboy action shooting with. It is readily available, it's pretty cheap, and it will treat you really good until it falls apart, and then you can get something different. You might notice that my stock is different than my foregrip here, and that is because the stock broke on me. Very common for them to break up in this area here and end up needing to have it replaced. You can get replacement parts, but sometimes they are tricky to find, and I was able to get this synthetic stock faster than anything else, so that's why I got the 2-tone shotgun here. Another thing to note about this gun is when you break it, and geez, when you first get it, you practically have to break it over your knee because it is stiff, but once you shoot it quite a few times, it'll loosen up on you until it falls apart on you. Is when you open the gun, it will automatically cock the triggers like it's supposed to. Also turn your safety on. So when you start out cowboy action shooting, a lot of times you go, you line up your shells, you get them in there, you bring it up, and you pull the trigger, no bang happens. And that's because you got to come over here and fidget with this safety. My safety is disabled. It is a very quick and easy thing to do. There is also, when you're disabling the safety, there's a spring that you can take a couple coils out of or have a good buddy do it for you. And it'll make it so the gun, falls open a little bit. The one thing about that is when it falls open, it doesn't always reset the second trigger. So sometimes you still got to put a little in it. The other thing you can do is you can open up the chambers just a little bit, so you have an easy shut. You'll want to shoot, low brass in this. I've made the mistake of running high brass through 12 gauge, and it does not shuck as easy. The more brass you have, the more chance it's going to expand and get stuck in there. But very, again, simple modification just to widen those up. My friend Rockstar did all the work on this. He disabled the safety, he loosened the coil, and he opened those up. And he had it back to me like the next day. Like, it was very fast. The other thing you'll probably want to do is put yourself a nice big pumpkin up there. And then if your barrel is not cut down to 18 or 18.5, which is a lot of us do just in case ATF comes out with a measuring tape or whatnot, chop that barrel down. And that is something I feel like anyone can do. I mean, Kyle Reese did that in the Terminator in a department store, right? So you can figure that out on your own. I'll have to show you the gun I got off a gun broker where someone did it and they did it crooked though. It's kind of hilarious. But this is a great gun for cowboy action shooting. Like any of the side-by-sides, it's very easy to load them up. Get yourself some dummy shells or make some. I know people that make them with hot glue, so you can practice, your dry fire. That way we put them in, we practice getting on target, 1, 2, practice shucking and getting more in there. So yeah, Stoeger to coach gun, very good starter gun. I think I paid like $400 for this one. I think 50 went into doing the flips and about with it, and then this new stock was like $35 or something like that. The wood ones are nicer and they're more expensive, and they were out of stock. So the stock was out of stock, so that's why I don't have that. But yeah, great gun for starting out. There's way better guns, but this one will get you through your initial, start in a cowboy.